Welcome to Mysterious Universe, where the boundaries of knowledge are constantly pushed, and the unknown still calls out to us. Today, we're embarking on a journey to places so strange, so elusive, that even the world's top scientists are still scratching their heads. Hidden lakes that glow without a light source. Forests where gravity seems to bend. Islands that shouldn't exist, yet somehow do. These aren't scenes from science fiction. They're real places on Earth. And they're rewriting what we thought was possible. If you're fascinated by mysteries that challenge science, hit subscribe, tap the notification bell, and get ready to explore hidden worlds you never imagined could exist. Because on this planet we call home, there are still secrets that science hasn't caught up with yet. Let's begin. 1. The blue lake that glows in total darkness, Iceland. Tucked away beneath Iceland's sprawling glaciers lies a phenomenon that has baffled researchers for years. A lake that seems to glow even in total darkness. Known by local legend as the light beneath ice, this hidden body of water emits a soft, surreal blue radiance. Scientists initially thought it was a trick of the light, reflections bouncing through fractured ice layers. But expeditions with light sensors and cameras in complete blackout conditions proved the glow is real. One leading theory points to bioluminescent microorganisms trapped in the lake. Ancient life forms from a time when the glacier first formed. These tiny creatures might still be alive, adapting to the crushing cold and total absence of sunlight. Yet, no sample of the glowing life has ever been successfully retrieved. Every mission to extract water samples has resulted in total darkness, no glow. No definitive proof. Could the glow be a chemical reaction between minerals in the glacier and geothermal heat from the volcanic bedrock below? Or is it something even stranger, an unknown form of luminescence shaped by the pressures of deep time? Whatever the truth, the blue lake remains hidden and mostly unreachable, a beautiful reminder that even in the darkest places, mystery can shine. 2. The forest where gravity seems to break, Poland. In western Poland, near the town of Gryfino, an eerie spectacle awaits. The crooked forest, over 400 pine trees, all bending at a perfect 90-degree angle at the base, before shooting straight upward toward the sky. No storm caused this, no disease explains it. And the trees aren't just bent, they're bent in the same direction, as if bowing to an invisible force. Some scientists theorize human intervention, early 20th century farmers bending the saplings for furniture making. But this theory falls short. No historical records support it, and the precision of the bends would require extraordinary coordination across hundreds of trees. Others suggest gravitational anomalies, electromagnetic fields, or even wartime disturbances during World War II as possibilities. The forest is strangely quiet. Visitors often report an odd pressure in the air, a sense that the laws of nature have been gently, unnervingly twisted here. No matter how much scientists investigate, the true origin of the crooked forest remains unknown, a real-world glitch, where gravity itself seems to hesitate. 3. The island that shouldn't exist, Pacific Ocean. In 2023, satellites captured something incredible. A brand new island rising from the South Pacific near Tonga, a volatile zone where tectonic plates clash under the sea. But this wasn't just another volcanic island. It rose too fast. Within days, the seafloor spewed massive quantities of rare minerals, garnet, olivine, peridot, not typically found in shallow eruptions. Even stranger, the soil was rich in chemical signatures normally associated with much deeper mantle plumes. The new island, roughly the size of a small town, defied geological models. It cooled unusually fast, plants began colonizing within months, and seabirds found it irresistible, establishing colonies. Scientists rushed to study the anomaly. Was this a window into Earth's deep interior? A glimpse of ancient processes usually hidden miles below? Or was it a sign that Earth's dynamic forces were shifting in unexpected ways? For now, the island is nameless, unclaimed, a raw, newborn piece of Earth floating in the endless blue. 4. The desert where it snows only in one spot, Atacama, Chile. The Atacama Desert in Chile is often called the driest place on Earth. Some weather stations there haven't recorded rain for decades. And yet, in a remote, rocky valley known as Valle de las Nieves, Valley of the Snows, something extraordinary happens. It snows almost every winter, while nearby regions remain parched. Satellite studies show cold air flows in strange, localized currents through the valley. Some researchers suggest underground water vapor vents could be creating micro-weather systems. But no model fully explains why snow only accumulates there and nowhere else. Locals believe the valley is protected by the spirit of an ancient cloud god, whose sorrow for the barren land causes these tears of ice. Whatever the cause, the sight is haunting, white snow carpeting a desert of ochre and crimson. Fleeting, fragile, and still utterly inexplicable. 5. The stone waves that move, Australia. In the heart of Western Australia's deserts stands Wave Rock, a stunning formation resembling a giant frozen wave, complete with curving crest and rippling texture. But this isn't the only one. Dozens of similar stone waves dot the landscape, and they're moving. Not rapidly, of course, but geological surveys show these formations shift imperceptibly over centuries, creeping across the desert floor. Scientists propose theories: underground erosion, differential weathering, or shifting tectonic plates nudging them ever so slightly. Yet none of these ideas fully explain the uniformity of their movement. Some researchers have even suggested that slight, rhythmic seismic tremors, so weak they're almost undetectable, could be inching the formations forward like stone glaciers. The idea that something as solid as rock can flow like a liquid, over thousands of years, is both mind-bending and beautiful. 6. The underwater lakes, Gulf of Mexico. Imagine diving deep beneath the ocean's surface and finding another lake hidden within the sea. That's exactly what explorers have discovered in the Gulf of Mexico: brine pools. Dense pockets of saltwater resting on the seafloor, separated from the surrounding ocean by distinct shorelines and cliff-like edges. These lakes are 3 to 5 times saltier than normal seawater and loaded with toxic chemicals like methane and hydrogen sulfide. Anything that falls into them, fish, crabs, dies almost instantly. The water is so dense that submarines literally bounce off the surface when trying to penetrate it. Standing on the edge, looking down into these shimmering, silver-blue lakes, feels otherworldly, like peering into another planet. Scientists believe these pools formed from ancient salt deposits buried deep below the seabed, pushed upward by geological forces over millennia. But mysteries remain. Why do some pools pulse and shift, as if alive? What strange forms of microbial life might exist within their chemical-rich depths? Researchers speculate that similar environments could exist on other ocean worlds in our solar system, like Europa, Jupiter's icy moon. In studying these underwater lakes, we're not just exploring Earth's last frontiers. We're preparing to explore alien oceans light years away. 7. The Singing Sands, Nevada, USA. Tucked away in remote corners of Nevada are dunes that do something truly bizarre: they sing. When the desert winds are just right, the dunes emit deep, resonant hums, sometimes soft like a distant organ, sometimes loud enough to rattle the air. Scientists have studied this phenomenon for decades. The current theory is that as dry sand grains slide down the steep face of a dune, they synchronize and vibrate at specific frequencies, producing audible tones. Different dune sizes and sand compositions produce different pitches. But here's the mystery. No one can predict exactly when or why certain dunes activate. The dunes seem almost sentient, silent for weeks, then suddenly singing in perfect harmony under the right conditions. Locals call it the voice of the desert. And standing in the presence of these natural concerts, it's hard not to feel like you're hearing Earth itself whispering ancient songs. 8. The Lost Rivers under New York City. Beneath the frantic streets of Manhattan, below the skyscrapers and subways, hidden rivers still flow. Centuries ago, Manhattan was crisscrossed by countless creeks, streams, and wetlands, but as the city grew, engineers buried them, redirecting waters into underground tunnels and storm drains. Today, these rivers, like Moneta Brook, Tibbetts Brook, and the Collect Pond, still move beneath the asphalt. In recent years, urban explorers and hydrologists have mapped portions of these ghost rivers. In some places, you can hear the distant rush of hidden waters beneath manholes. In others, old basements flood mysteriously after heavy rains, water trying to find its ancient path. There's a growing movement to daylight some of these lost rivers, to uncover them, restore natural wetlands, and give New York back pieces of its original soul. Because under all the concrete and steel, nature hasn't forgotten. It's still flowing, still alive, still waiting. 9. The trees that walk, Amazon rainforest. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, there are trees that move. Known locally as walking palms, Socratia exorhiza, these trees seem to change locations over time, sometimes moving up to 2 or 3 feet per year. The secret lies in their bizarre root systems, spindly stilt-like legs that sprout in different directions. When conditions change, light, soil, competition, the tree grows new roots toward a better location and lets the old ones die off. The effect is slow, almost imperceptible. But over years, the trees migrate, stepping inch by inch toward survival. While scientists debate whether it's truly walking or just adaptive rooting, the phenomenon forces us to rethink how life interacts with its environment. Movement, once thought exclusive to animals, may be far more universal and far more ancient. In the deepest parts of Earth's greenest lungs, even the trees have learned to travel. 10. The ghost village that disappears and reappears, Ireland. In the misty boglands of County Mayo, Ireland, there's a story whispered from generation to generation of a village that sometimes appears, only to fade away again. Locals call it Baal na Scath, the town of shadows. First documented in the 1600s, the phenomenon usually occurs during thick fogs. Witnesses report seeing faint outlines of stone cottages, narrow lanes, even flickering lights, only for them to vanish when approached. Modern technology gave credence to the legends. Lidar scans have revealed long buried structures beneath the peat, evidence of an abandoned settlement lost to famine, war, or climate collapse. But why would ghostly apparitions align so perfectly with the hidden ruins? Some scientists suggest unique atmospheric conditions, a kind of natural mirage. Others wonder if shifts in the bogland surface briefly expose foundations before reclaiming them again. Whatever the cause, one thing remains certain. In the rolling mist, history isn't gone. It's just sleeping beneath the earth, waiting for the right moment to be seen once more. Every place we explored today reminds us. For all our science, for all our exploration, there are still things right here on Earth that we don't fully understand. And maybe that's a good thing. Because mystery keeps us searching. Curiosity keeps us human. Wonder keeps the world alive. At Mysterious Universe, we believe the greatest adventures are the ones that begin with a single question. What if? If today's journey sparked your imagination, subscribe to the channel. Like this video to support deep exploration. Share it with fellow explorers who believe Earth still holds secrets worth uncovering. The universe is full of mysteries. Some are far away. Some are right beneath our feet. And the next great discovery might just start with you. Thank you for watching. Keep wondering, keep exploring. This is Mysterious Universe.